Ed? Where are you, Ed? Ed, where'd you go?
Hello, Internet. My name is Termite, and this is a bag of chips. Told you I like Doritos. Has anyone else out there noticed that product placement has gotten really blatant? I mean, they're not even trying. It used to be that when a film or a TV show did product placement, they'd fit it in there, just tuck it into the background, Someone says, hey, I'd like a drink. Well, here's a Coke. Done. No problems. I was watching a show last week, and a character goes into the fridge to grab a couple of beers. Camera shot from inside the refrigerator, and these two beers are standing next to each other with the Bud Light logo perfectly lit. It was like a commercial inside a refrigerator. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. Ed, would you like a bold, tasty Doritos brand corn chip from Frito-Lay? It's getting annoying now. I mean, even the cars people drive, they're just driving down the road, and you've got this beautiful panning shot of the front grille with the big logo in the middle. I know, one show I watch, it's like it's become the Budweiser and BMW show. Nah, but enough about that. Let's talk about a commercial I did. This was another class project, like many of the things in my reel, because I haven't had any work since college. This was our backup plan, actually. This is another class project for the same class that we did for Chap Where's My Car. So I was working with the same people. The only addition is we had one extra talent in there. That was Nicole Hurst from Scavengers fame. And this was the final project for that class, and we were just given free reign on what kind of thing we wanted to do. It could be a music video, commercial, silent film, documentary, whatever. It didn't matter. And initially we liked the idea of a music video. Eric Quigley, our runner in this piece, his roommate was in a band, and they were open to the idea of shooting a music video with us. The only problem is that they couldn't decide which song to do, and this was kind of a short notice thing. We needed to have everything locked down so that we could decide, song-wise we had to have everything locked down so that we could decide, how to shoot it, what kind of story to tell, and it wasn't going well, so we decided we should have a backup plan. And since commercials are nice, quick, and easy to do, we figured that'd be a good thing. It'd be easy to do on short notice, and we started looking around the room for what should we do our commercial on. Well, there's a TV over there. Yeah, that'd be hard. Yeah. And a member of our team, Curtis, who was our character in Chap Where's My Car, he had a bottle of Gatorade with him. And I'm thinking, Gatorade? They have some clever commercials. So we started brainstorming, and we were thinking, Gatorade, kind of a fuel for athletes. How about a guy, he's running around a track, and he drinks Gatorade, and then he's faster. Well, that's something to go on. We kept going and going. We just kept going. And we got to the idea that we should make it a little more abstract. And we came up with the idea of having him run around the track as if he's a race car. Started doing some research on how NASCAR is shot and presented, and we knew that to sell this we would really need a good audio team. So we got the same audio crew as we did for Chap Where's My Car, and we really needed to find a proper track, an oval track, and we found one at a nearby high school. Since the best way to illustrate that Gatorade is fuel for athletes, we decided to do a little pit stop for this runner. So he would come in, have his tires changed, clean the windshield, and refuel with Gatorade. we ended up liking this idea so much that we just abandoned the music video. I mean, we've got all this figured out already, let's just go for it. We're still waiting on a song for the other one. So we got everything together, we all met up at that track, and actually it was an open day, so we had to, I mean, for wide shots, so when he's running on the track, we had to wait for moments when there's no one else on the track in that section, and that slowed us down a good bit. But once we got all the wide establishing shots done of him going around the track, we were finally able to focus on the pit stop, which went much smoother. We decided to really sell this NASCAR look, and that meant shooting at 60 frames a second, just like they do with pretty much every sports that they televise. And the only thing we had access to that would do that was a JVC GY-HD 250. It was high def, but it was limited to 720p. But it could do the 60 frames a second, and that's what we were really looking for. And it was more or less a broadcast camera. I like it. I like that camera. It's a good camera. I just wish it was 1080. Editing this thing, of course, since it was 60 frames a second, it's not a very standard format, was pretty interesting. Just capturing was a nightmare. Because, you know, so many decks, they expect, oh, you must have shot in 30 frames, or you must have shot in 24 frames. So they're all set up to do that, and no one ever thinks to change it. So yeah, editing credit goes to me, camera credit goes to my good friend Curtis. And I don't recall which was director and which was producer, but the other two guys in our crew were Eric Quigley and Jed Dwyer. Those two guys, they should be graduating real soon, this September. So keep an eye out for those two guys. They're pretty talented. And of course, we had our extra, Nicole. You've already seen a bit of her work. So let's go ahead and run it.
Oh, will you look at him go around that turn?
Man, he's really coming in hot in that first corner there, Jimmy.
Yeah, but he's going to need a pit stop real soon. He's wearing out his shoes.
Here he comes. He needs to hit those brakes.
Yeah, pit crew jumps out.
They need a fast run here.
They really do, Doug.
Gotta have those dry pits for the next lap.
Absolutely.
You know, water just ain't doing it for those other racers there, Jimmy.
That's because Gatorade's the fuel for athletes, Doug.
I love that piece. It just came together so beautifully. And of course, props to our audio guys, Aaron Stepp and Andrew Strider. They did a fantastic job. And the recording session for the commentators, that's actually me and Eric out there commenting. That was a great time. We had so much fun with that. And that's it for this week. Send emails to holdyourshoe@termitestudios.com. Also keep watching this blog, holdyourshoe.com, and my personal website, termitestudios.com, is still up and running. See you next week.
Ed? I mean it. Where'd you go? Ed? This ain't funny anymore.